Okay guys, we're going to make a pivot table using two sales tabs, or two tabs in the retail clothing data set. So there's the product line down here and the sales tab down here. Now if you look at the assignment, you can see on this first one here, we want to create a count of the cost of materials, and we also want to tabulate how much, or the sum of the totals, in order to find out how many units we get for what price. And we want to compare, and what you're going to see is jute, we get less for around the same dollar amount as cotton, but we get more units of cotton. How do you determine that? By having a lot of information. Well, using a pivot table. So I'm going to highlight just pulling across these two areas here. And because these are already pre-labeled, it makes it easier. Now on my version, I'm going to go to Insert Pivot Table. Your pivot table may be in a different place depending on your version of Excel. So when I have those two selected, click Pivot Table, and it will automatically populate the data range. And then we want to choose Existing Worksheet, and you can move this over and select a tab that you want to put it in. It populates that area, and we hit OK. And now we have the pivot table builder. We're going to use the rows as labels, and we're going to label the material in here. So I'm going to put it into rows, and by dragging it down, you see that it populates there. And now we're going to put costs in this area, and you can see that it populates the totals. If we bring cost in again, you'll see that it does that twice, but by selecting the little I next to one of these, and I'm going to select the first one, you can change how it stipulated. So right now I'm using a sum, but I'm going to change it to count. By hitting OK, you can see up here it changes it to the count of the material. For the next one, you're going to pull from the product line, and this is more of an activity to learn just to sort data. So here we want to see the count of colors. And I'll show you this last one, and using the same logic, you'll figure out how to make this last version yourself. So here we're going to look for color, and we're going to figure out count. Make a new pivot table, hit OK. And then I can build color by row. And then we can also do count of color. So using this logic, you're going to create 3 pivot tables for this assignment, and we're going to use this top one in our next Illustrator assignment.